Hi guys, welcome to Cat Harmon Yoga. Today we're going to be moving through a deep stretch class. Let's take care of our low back, our neck, and our side body. Let's tap in. Ground down into an easy seated position here. Reach up through the crown of the head. Relax the shoulders back and down. Begin to close the eyes if that's comfortable for you. Deepening the breath as we start to slow ourselves down, bringing ourselves into this present moment. Feel the connection of the sit bones to the earth as you ground down a little bit deeper. Shifting into an ujjayi breath if that's for you. Finding the big full inhales through the nose, long slow exhales out of the nose with that slight constriction at the back of your throat. Allowing yourself to slow down so that you can feel every sensation that shows up. So that you can notice every thought that shows up. And so you can embody every emotion that shows up. Option to leave the hands grounded to the knees or bring the hands to heart center as we set our intention for today's practice. What brought you to your mat? What are you looking to receive from this practice? Set that intention here. Set it with confidence. Set it with love. And use the breath to hold it here as we begin to move throughout this practice. Slowly bringing the palms back down to the knees. Maybe the eyes begin to open. And let's find some seated cats and cows. So inhale lifts the heart and eyes forward. Exhale curls us up and in, chin to chest. And you just explore here. So it doesn't have to be extreme as you start. Continue moving with your breath. I'm just going to turn side to side so you can see it a little bit better. Expand through the upper back. Breathe into that heart space. Starting to explore really that space behind the back of the neck. So as we're in that cow, you lengthen. When you head into that cat, you really pull the crown of the head away from the shoulders. Inhale begins to lift us back up nice and tall. Exhale, curl us up and in. As we find our way to this cat, let's pause here. You can hold on to your knees or maybe your ankles, whatever is comfortable. Gently start to look to the right side of your mat. And come back through center. Gently start to look to the left. And back through center. Gently look to the right. And center, left, and center. Inhale brings our crown of the head back nice and tall. Sweep those hands to the sky. Twisting to the right side of us. Maybe you grab hold of that knee with your left hand. Sitting up nice and tall. Start to look over that right shoulder. So again, we're getting into the neck. So don't force it. Feel that resistance. Relax into it. Don't force your way through it. Inhale starts to bring us back through center. Think about lifting up through the spine, all the way through the crown. Sweep those hands. Exhale over to the left side of you. Same thing. Inhale begins to bring us back through center. Sweep those hands up nice and tall. Exhale, hands to heart center. Reset that intention for practice today. Just remind yourself in this moment. Doesn't matter how many times you have to come back to this space. right? We're creating a good habit, right? Beautiful. Let's bring the hands down to the knees, down to the earth. We're going to make our way into a tabletop. So cross over the ankles or slide the legs around the side and ground down into this space. Always a fantastic place to slide a blanket or a towel underneath those knees. And then we're going to start to take some circles here. So roll into that side body, drop the belly down, up and in. As we're doing this circular motion here, our core is still engaged. So even when I'm in this arched spine, I'm still scooping up through the belly as I'm rolling through that space. I hope y'all can see that in the phone. So let's start to circle the head with it now. Right? It can be really slow. If you feel like you want to move a little bit faster, just listen to what your body's asking of you in these moments. Coming back to a neutral space, start to walk your hands over to the right side of you. Looking back towards the right toes, we're stretching out that left side body. So continue to pull back through that left hip. Back through center. Spin the pinkies out to the sides. We're going to start to stretch those wrists. Gentle rock. Right to left. Pressing into the pads of the fingertips as you rock. And come back into that neutral tabletop. Tuck the toes. Walk the hands back towards the feet, bringing the weight off of the wrist for a moment. You can stay here or start to sit on top of the heels. Circling through the wrists is always a nice option here. Relax the shoulders. Breathe into this sensation, whatever variation you're in. Slowly bring the hands back down to the earth. Let's take the circles the other ways as we untuck our toes and find those circles. How does it feel on this side? Was it challenging to figure out how to do it? I know I was like, wait a minute. And that's okay. We're just bringing balance into our body. Maybe the head starts to play along with this movement. Right? And it's okay to be playful in these spaces. It's actually really beneficial. You don't have to be so serious in your practice. Last breath on this round. Coming back into this space. We're going to spin the pinkies back towards the knees. Tuck the toes, start to shift the hips back towards the heels this time. If that's not an option, stick with the hands out to the side, rocking as we did before. Shoulders are away from the ears, neck is nice and neutral. You can also play with pulling chin to chest. Slowly coming back into a neutral space, untuck those toes. And then we'll find our way to our first downward facing dog. Tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back. So getting a little bit deeper into our side body, we're going to drop our heels to the right side of us and then start to press our chest back like downward facing dog. Breathe as you press into your fingertips here. Relax your neck. Coming back through center in this down dog. And then take the heels over to the left side of you. Same thing. Coming back through center, relax those heels down towards the earth. Maybe pedal this downward facing dog out, bending one knee and then the other. Finding a stillness here. Let's inhale, rise high up on our tippy toes. Exhale, forward fold, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen, shoulders back, belly in. Exhale, fold. Knees can be bent here in your forward folds. Inhale, rise up tall mountain, reach to the sky. Right hand is going to grab the left wrist. Pull to the right side of you for a side body stretch. So you're pressing into the outer blade of that left foot, growing up to the side body, lengthening through the neck. We'll come back through center, switch that grip. Exhale over to the left side of you. Inhale begins to bring us back through center. Exhale, forward fold. Release your breath. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, we're going to fold, find a ragdoll arm bind. Grab opposite elbows here. Knees can be really bent. So a lot of times I'll see like legs locked out, and then you're up here missing out on all this low back release. So give your hamstrings a break. Take a nice deep bend and then relax the head down. Gently release those hands down to the earth. Take another inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Shoulders back, belly in. Exhale, fold deep into the knees. Start to sit all the way down onto your bums. Feet together, knees apart, bound angle. Let's give them some little baby bounces here. Getting into our fascia. Sit up nice and tall. And start to notice where the resistance is landing in the hips, okay? So it doesn't matter where it is. Notice where it is. Don't judge it at all whatsoever. And just begin to relax the areas around the resistance, right? Deep breaths. Inhale sits us up nice and tall. Exhale, we start to fold over this space. You can always rest on a block, a bolster if you have one, a pillow, or forearms to the earth. We're not going past our edge here. We're landing right at the beginning of the resistance, right at the beginning of the sensation. Land there, and then begin to soften to the best of your ability, using that breath, maybe even saying your intention over and over as we hold this space. Last few moments here, letting go of what you can. Inhale begins to rise you up nice and tall, feeling length in the spine. And then we're going to move into a wide-legged seated tree. And I'm going to turn and face you, keeping the right leg bent, left leg starts to extend out long. And find it comfortable for you. So you may need to slide a blanket or a block underneath this right knee if the hip is really tight. Set yourself up for success here. We'll inhale for length, and then exhale, we're going to take a side body stretch. Right arm is reaching up and over towards that left foot, and it might not go very far today, and that's okay. Relax your shoulder back and down. Relax the neck. Find a neutral space here, and just start to inch your way down, finding a new beginning sensation, right? So if we find that first sensation, I stop here. I take a breath. I relax, and then I'm like, oh, it's not so bad. So then I can take another little inch down. But I'm not inching my way through pain, right? I'm encouraging the body to relax so that I can move forward. If you're looking up to the sky, maybe start to switch and look down, vice versa. Switch and look up, or vice versa. Keep pulling that right shoulder back. Mine wants to roll forward. It's quite tight today. And switch, look down, or vice versa. Inhale is going to bring us up nice and tall, but you pull in through the belly first, pull up through the pelvic floor, then rise up, protecting our spine through that transition. Switching sides, we'll bring that left leg in, right leg long. Sit up nice and tall, set yourself up for success with any props that you need, and then we'll inhale, left arm up and over. Find that first resistance, and then begin to lengthen and breathe there. Softening your way down, and it might not look like a big difference, but you're encouraging the softness. You're building this habit, right? This good habit of being kind to your body, of listening to what you need. Inhale brings us back up nice and tall. Engage that core. Lift up, sit up through the crown, and then bring those legs back towards one another. Let's extend them out in front of us, and we'll just take a seated forward fold. So for today, let's do a little bit more of a yin style fold. So let the legs just fall heavy however they naturally do. So mine naturally roll out, yours might naturally roll in. Just find that relaxed space. And then we'll start to walk our way out. So normally, or for an active forward fold, we have the feet flexed, the tailbones back, and we're lengthening through the spine. This time, we're relaxed in our seat, and we just start to walk forward. So there's more of this curl happening in the low back. Find that place to land. You can always use any props. And we'll hold this a little bit longer. So really use that breath to encourage softness around the resistance. Maybe a gentle sway side to side might feel good here. Taking care of your physical body in this moment, not judging it, not distracting from it, definitely not hiding from it. Be here in this moment. Last few moments. Inhale's going to bring us back up nice and tall. Take your time. There is no rush. Bringing the legs together for an easy seated position. Turn and face you again. We're going to do another side body stretch and take it a little bit deeper. And I also forgot to do the head rotations when we went to the other side, so I'll pick that up on this round as well. First time, we're going to inhale, right arm up and over to the left side of us. Left hand can be wherever it needs to be. Maybe forearm is on a block or the earth. But this time, take a bend in that top elbow. Use your head to kind of open up the heart space, and we'll look up towards the sky on this side. Relax that right shoulder back and down. Don't force the shape. Keep opening up that heart towards the sky. 3 more breaths. Engage as you inhale, rise back up to a nice tall seat. Pause for a moment, palms down to the ground. And then we'll make our way over to the other side. We're going to add those little head rotations in on this one. Inhale, left arm up and over. Take a bend in that elbow. Maybe move your prop if you need it. And we'll start to open up through that side body, grounding down through that left hip, looking up to the sky for the first few moments. Really opening up that heart. Left elbow pulls back and down. Left shoulder relaxes back and down. Then hold that positioning with the elbow and the shoulder and take the chin down. Woohoo! Maybe this is why I forgot it on this side. There we go. Breathe, length, and ease into this moment. Inhale, that chin lifts high to the sky. Open up. Switching back and down. Inhale takes it up. Almost there, guys. Breathe. Relax what you can. And down with that chin. Engaging through the core. Inhale, rises us back up nice and tall. Palms down to the ground for a moment. Then we'll start to plant the feet. Windshield wiper the knees gently side to side. Pressing into the pads of the fingertips here. We'll allow the knees to fall over to the left side of us. Ooh, lift up through that heart space and just encourage the softness, right? Because I can feel this top leg is super stuck. Like it's a very, all I can think is stuck. A very stuck resistance. That's the only word that's coming up. So I'm not going to force it past that place. I'm just going to try to encourage everywhere else in my body to relax in this moment. So I'm not in a fight or flight space. Heart is opening here as I'm breathing in that intention I set for today's practice. Knees slowly begin to come back through center. Pause in the center for a moment. And then let those knees fall to the other side. Press into the pads of the fingertips. Find that first beginning sign of sensation. Lift and open up through that heart space. Don't force past it. Breathe here and find ease in this moment. Almost there. Knees slowly come back through center. We'll gently begin to make our way onto our spines. Setting up for a bridge back bend here. Actually, you know what? Since we're doing neck, let's do fish. So extend those legs out. Start to slide the elbows up and underneath you, forearms. Hands are circling around the hip space, pointing through the tippy toes. We'll start to lift up through that chest, pull belly in towards the spine, And then release the head to your comfort level here. Breathe into that throat chakra and heart chakra. They're wide open, right? So notice what shows up for you. Slowly popping one elbow out to the side, chin start to come to the chest, and we lower all the way down, palms up to the sky. Plant the feet. Allow the body to relax into this shape, and then you choose feet together, knees apart, or feet apart, knees to touch. One hand comes to your heart, one hand comes to your belly. Close your eyes. Taking a moment to find gratitude for yourself. You made it to your mat today. You chose to take care of your body and your mind. Find gratitude in this moment. And staying here as long as you like in this space of gratitude, or begin to join us in a happy baby. Reaching for the outer blades of the feet. If you can't quite grab them, grab the ankles or the shins as we pull the knees open and wide. Keeping the low back flat to the earth. Let the head be really heavy here. Neck is neutral. Encouraging softness through the face, the back of the neck, the shoulders, the low back. Gently releasing that hold. Let's pull the knees into the chest. Give them a nice big squeeze here. And then allow them to fall to the left side of you. Arms open out wide. Spinal twist. Releasing and relaxing through that side body. Maybe the neck or maybe the eyes begin to look over to the right side of you, opening up to the neck. But if that doesn't feel good, look straight up to the sky. Slowly begin to bring the knees back to center and allow them to head over to the right side of you, arms open out wide. Take up space here as you relax and release. Knees slowly begin to come back through center. Taking any final movement or posture you need to take before you complete this practice. And as you're ready, releasing out into your Shavasana. Allow the legs to fall heavy to the edges of the mat, arms away from the sides, and you can support yourself with any of your props. As you find your way to that Shavasana, let go. Let go of the breath, let go of the practice, and just allow your body and your mind to rest and heal. Take a deep breath in, fill up with as much air as possible. And then exhale it out. Enjoy your rest. Slowly beginning to come back to your breath. Finding some subtle movement in your fingers and your toes as you gently begin to wake up the body. It might feel good to reach arms overhead like you're waking up first thing in the morning. One big final stretch of practice. And then stay here or make your way onto your favorite side. Taking a moment to check in with yourself. How do I feel physically right now? Without any judgment attached to it, just notice, how do I physically feel? Where are the sensations landing? And then we begin to check in with ourselves. How do I feel mentally in this moment? What are the thoughts that are showing up? And don't judge any of them. And finally, how do I feel emotionally in this moment? And allow whatever emotions are there to show up. Allow yourself to feel them, to honor yourself. And then as you're ready, we'll slowly make our way up into an easy seated position, closing out this practice as always in a seat of gratitude. Gratitude for our physical body and what it does for us every day. Gratitude for the intention we set for this practice and the awareness that we had to set that intention. And then we'll bring the thumbs to the forehead, finding gratitude for one another and the energy we just shared. Namaste, friends. Namaste, guys. I hope you enjoyed practice today. I am going to try to do more of these little short videos and just get some more stuff out there. If you're interested in anything, please comment below and we'll make sure we get a video out of whatever you're interested in. If you enjoyed this video, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. It definitely helps me out so much. Click like and even click the little notification bell if you'd like to know as soon as we upload new things. We always add a full moon and new moon meditation and yoga flow each month, as well as all kinds of new things that I got in the works. So if you want, click that notification bell. If you would like to donate for any of these classes, you can head over to catharmonyoga.com. The link is in the description, and the Venmo and PayPal links are there as well. I can hear my little kitty cat outside. He wants to come in so bad. He loves yoga. There you are. Namaste, guys. Thanks for coming.